Welcome to Friday, and we've arrived at our 100th episode. 100 weeks of sales, supercars, not as supercars, but still nice cars, takeovers, special events, awards, new starters, challenges, quizzes, predictions, interviews, sponsorships, outings, get-togethers, and much, much more. I started this video series in my 3rd week at G3. And in that time, we've been through 8 seasons, national football and cricket triumph and heartbreak. We've had 1 platinum jubilee, lost a queen, gained a king, countless lockdowns. And more positive and personal to me is that in that time, I've had a child, and he is 7 months old and going strong. We've had an absolute blast making these videos, week in, week out, and 100 is far from where we'll be stopping. But before we circle back to this, let me tell you about what we've got coming up in next week's sales. Because Monday sees Motability take over our red lane once again with over 140 fresh lots gracing our auction hall, along with stock from Avis Europcar and many, many more. And then we move on to Valentine's Day, aka Tuesday's Essential Sale. And we see another massive 300 lovely lots rolling their way through our red and black lanes for you to stock up. But don't worry, it's a 10 AM kickoff as always on Tuesday, so you can get yourself back and spend a romantic day with your loved one. And speaking of loved ones, my baby for the last 2 years has certainly been live from the lanes. And in that time, a lot has changed in front and behind the scenes at G3. So I had a little chinwag with Head of IT, Nick Case, this week to find out what has changed and what he's currently working on. Hi Nick, since we started live from the lanes 2 years ago, you've been busy in the background. So could you give us an overview of what you've been up to?
Yep, so obviously we moved to this site 2 years ago, and with that we've been improving and rolling out various new services that people use every day. So everything from front desk software when people sign in, the auction screens in here, the inspection tablets, software to take photos of the vehicles on the turntable, the website, bidding platform, and devices that our staff use around the yard as well.
What are you currently working on, and what's coming up in the future for your team?
So at the moment we're about to launch some new software for our staff to use, which will bring a whole host of improvements to everything we do here, including the website, the bidding platform. We've got a G3 app coming and some improvements to our valuation tool.
And finally, what has been your favourite Live from the Lanes episode?
I only get one. I really liked the one you did when you came back from paternity leave, and the intro and the editing you did on that one was really nice. So check that episode out.
Thanks for that, Nick. Now I'm going to bring in Gareth, who's my boss and G3's digital director, as he was the original brains behind Live from the Lanes. Hi Gareth. How do you think that Live from the Lanes has gone since its inception 2 years ago?
Well, yeah, I mean, way better than I ever could have imagined. Obviously, the idea of it was to, create something that showcases what we're up to at G3 in the future, what we did last week, and beyond that, it's gone way, way better than I could ever imagine. But the format's evolved so much, and obviously you've brought your personality to it, which is great. We're getting thousands of views off it, and I'm really proud of what we've created. And you know what? I really enjoy working with you every week on the scripts and looking how we can push the boundaries, and long may it continue.
And I have to ask, what has been your favourite Live from the Lanes episode so far?
Nick, my favourite episode is probably number 83, which was back in October. I'm very specific, but I had to look it up before this, obviously. But it was the one where we went to the Motor Trader Awards and we won, and it was a big surprise, and there was plenty of us there, and we had such a great night that, watching that back afterwards was great to replay, and even watching it back now, I watched it again this morning, brings a bit of pride to everything that we've done, and the video we created off the back of it was top quality, so that's one that I like to go back and have a look at.
And there you go, now you've heard from all 3 of G3's digital masterminds. Nick, Gareth, and, well, me, I suppose. Stay humble, Nick, as always. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. I've managed to place 2 of the most creative members of the team in front of a camera to give you a little insight into how the cogs turn and where this incredible business is going. Thank you for watching episode 100. It's been one hell of a ride, and it's great to celebrate such a great milestone. So I will see you, as I always say, live here in these lanes on Monday for our elite sale. See you on Monday, 10 a.m. sharp.